Welcome to No Tea, O Shade. We're your hosts, Chris.
I'm Brandy.
Christopher Dior.
And I'm Corey. And today, let's talk about sex again.
Yes, because last time we didn't turn up too hard, so this time we need to really get into detail.
Part 2.
All right, deuces.
All right, so tops versus bottoms. Chris, how do you feel? Would you consider yourself top, bottom?
Neither.
Well, before y'all do that, can somebody explain what a top is versus a bottom? And then...
Okay, I'm going to explain this to you in baseball terminology. So you have a pitcher, he's the one throwing, and you have a catcher, and he catching it. So so the pitcher is the top, and the catcher is the bottom.
So you're a catcher.
Okay.
But
It depends.
it does depend. But you got to look at it in this society. Ooh, you got to look at it in this society. The cunt could be the top. You never know. These girls flip it up nowadays. The one that's wearing the dress could be the man, and the one that's in the man outfit could be the woman. We see it all the time.
All this trade out here in Orlando, and then you turn around and they be like, I'm a bottom.
Yeah.
Why did you gotta look like that and then be a bottom? Like,
Well,
it's disappointing sometimes.
it is-
Like,
it
they
is-
come out like this, and they don't even want you to touch it. It's like, dang.
It is disappointing
It's useless.
sometimes, Chris. But what you have to realize is the girls today, they don't know what they want to do. Because you see they added a couple of extra letters onto the LGBTQ, whoever else questionable, deciding they want to be the top, the bottom next week.
I don't like trade, but then on the other side, like you said, the ones wearing the dress, the drag queens. When you ask the drag queens, like, you think the drag queens are bottoms? No, them drag queens is tops, boo.
She'll lay out on you.
They will.
It has to be confusing because, like...
It is confusing because you can't have a woman climbing your back.
I mean, you
All you got.
It's different for you, Brandon.
It was
because you can be top, bottom, or versatile.
Okay.
When I was growing up and I first came out at 19, the whole female impersonator I thought was a bottom, was the one taking it,
Is it
because
just because
it
of
was a
feminine
female,
traits?
yeah, because it was.
Okay.
And then I met my friend Tiffany. She's not gonna care if I use her name, but she's probably not gonna see this. But she was she was a boy that looked like a woman all the time, not just doing drag. She was
Just have
She was
very-
transitioning. Yeah, she started taking hormones and everything.
Oh, no, so
But
That
she
is
had
not
a
a
little-
word we use
she
in
had a little-
society
she had a
anymore.
little-
transvestite.
She had a little titty, but
A
she
little
looked
titty,
a
just
little,
one?
just a little bit, a little titty.
Okay.
She got mine. She got
whatever.
8 cups.
Yeah, she had little bitties.
Okay.
But itty bitty titty committee.
You're not
She
wrong.
had it, but you would think that she was, but her first boyfriend when I was around, because I didn't know her forever, but he was a masculine, looked like a straight college jock. And we stayed the night in an apartment one time, and she come downstairs, and she's like, he wore my ass out. And I'm like, yeah, really? She's like, well, literally I wore his ass out. But and I'm like, wait a minute, you fucked him. And she's like, yeah. She was like, I don't play no games. She goes, I'm a man still. And I was like, oh, so
Yes.
I get it.
Using my words, Brandy.
Oh.
I'm still a boy.
I'm still a boy. She
Oh,
put down that purse and picked up that wallet and gave
Kept
it
it
to him.
right. Woo.
And I was like, oh,
She
my
swiped
goodness.
her credit card.
Oh.
And then she continued to be in a relationship where Tiffany was a man that looked like a woman, and then her boyfriend, but it was a real woman, looked like a dude. So they were actually in a straight relationship, but this one looked like the man, this one looked like the woman when they were opposite sex.
That's where I get confused.
And I got really confused with that one
That's
because I was
why I
like,
get
I don't understand, but whatever makes
So,
you happy.
Brandy, let me just ask you. If you were to date a girl, which one would you be? Would you be the one with the strap on, or
I think Brandy's like, would you that?
I think,
Wait a minute. Let me, before you ask me, are you asking Brandy, is she the top or the bottom, before liquor or after the liquor? Because I can answer that for
so
you.
rude.
After the
Must
liquor.
be Mr. Dior.
After liquor, she want to sit on somebody's face.
Oh my God.
Miss B. Nicole. After liquor, you is the Negro.
Oh my God.
Hey, you is the butch.
Oh my goodness. So
But we're going to let you answer that.
Thank you. Wow. So
That was her question.
I guess if I had to put it in y'all terms, I'll probably be verse because, yeah, kind of the best way. I do have that dominant personality at times.
We know.
And I can accept that, so I think I would be verse.
Okay.
That's an honest answer. I can respect that.
Oh, you are so shady.
I ain't throwing no shade. Like I tell y'all fuckers all the time, I don't throw shade. If I tell you the truth and you catch it the wrong way, that's your problem.
Does it hit dog dollars?
Huh? That hit dog said,
Yeah.
As long as you keep it away from my family, though, that's where you got to draw the line.
You know what?
now, me answering that
I was
question.
scared shitless about
Oh
that.
God.
Wait, shh. No, I need to hear this.
No.
I need to.
No, you were there.
No. I'm talking about the
Oh,
yard. I need
thank
to
you.
hear
Yes.
this.
Woo.
Me answering that question, well, I would say I'm a good bitch when I need to be, and if it's for my discount, the voice can go deep.
Ooh.
So, depending on my day, depending on what I need, and depending on my hour, I could be the Negro and give it to you like the champ, or I can be soft and cunty. But 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna flip your ass before you flip me, and that's no shade.
How about you, Corey?
Now we already know the purse is loose, the pearls be dropping. That is a bottom.
I've seen him in top action, though. I mean, you have to admit.
That is
But that was on a rare occasion.
That is not by choice. That is by circumstance because I feel like the top to bottom ratio where I live is off. There are more bottoms here than there are tops. So, and me, then I also, people look at me and they stereotype me. Black guy, nice body, must have a big. So then obviously he's the top, right? And that's what I get. That is what I get. So for me, it's either feast or famine. I ain't about to starve.
No shade.
Right.
But as we continue to talk about tops and bottoms, in that department, the word that I'm going to introduce to everybody is edible arrangement. Now, let me explain an edible arrangement. That is a nice derriere bottom or piece of meat that you can boop, and put that tongue in that orifice. Now, when you eat it, it's an edible arrangement. Some people got peaches, some people got strawberries, or some people got a tart-ass apple. But long as you can eat it.
What about
the
the
bottom
floor?
though?
No!
Because some tops like to get rimmed too, and I'm all for that.
I mean,
Like,
Equal opportunity eating.
But is that male and female as well?
Yes, because you can have an edible arrangement on your pussy.
All right, thank you.
Yes. Hey, you can eat the flour, the cookie, or whatever y'all want to call it.
I like that.
Some
The
of us-
disbursement.
I'm mad at you over here talking about peaches or strawberries, and we in Florida. Some of us got Florida oranges, okay?
Ooh, so that means you juicy and you can squirt. Hey, edible arrangements on that. But on that note, I will not be the orange, as you say. I'm gonna enjoy my peach.
Orange.
Not everybody can eat it because sometimes my peaches shut down. So if you want to eat this peach, you got to work on it, honey. Why are you looking crazy? This is Sex Sales 2. We're getting into it, honey.
I tell you.
Are you ashamed? Are you ashamed of us?
Never.
Oh,
Never.
don't be
So
ashamed.
now I know about his peach.
Do you like your peach?
What? Now let's get this straight, cause I got 2 different.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait. So before we go any further, you like a clean shaven peach or what you like?
Most definitely. They need to be.
Well, sometimes you don't have time for that.
Or do you like the fuzzy navel?
I like fuzzy navels in my drink. But when it comes to eating an edible arrangement, at least the orifice has to be a little bit cleaned up. So that way, like, I'm not having to do this motion.
If I got
You
a
ain't gotta
shop
go
on
get
a
your floss.
banana, it's best to be clean. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. No jungle. No jungle.
No, you can have a mini little something there,
No.
but long as it's not like Tarzan and Jane. No, we're not going there.
I personally don't mind body hair on other people. Now on me, I don't like my body hair.
We know.
That's got to go.
Oh,
But on other people, like I don't mind it. You can be smooth. You can be. Look, I'm going in. Okay.
Hey,
I'm all hands on deck. I'm going in.
look, he said, like he said in the beginning, he gotta eat. He ain't gonna starve now.
Okay.
You hungry? You hungry?
Okay.
That's the worst thing though. Those white boys that got those bushes, they like half their cock.
Ooh.
Like,
Well,
they
no, I ain't never
oh,
seen that.
You gotta do something with that. You know, trim it down.
I ain't never seen that. But when you bite
they
the
gotta
apple,
shave it. No, I don't like a shaved guy.
He better go
I
call
don't like that.
Manuel from up the street. Manuel, get that right in order, okay?
I don't like it that shaved.
or go to Tip Top Nails.
Really?
Yeah, it does. It doesn't look right. I like a little hair down there.
Look,
You know,
all he gotta do is go to Tip Top Nails on OBT and 50, and they'll get you right together. Just tell them you need a wax. That's $35. They'll get that strip and make sure that edible arrangement is good for the dick.
No, because I don't want to do that. Because then I don't want that shit to be swollen. I don't want it to look like baboon.
Well, you don't get your
Baboon lips.
Well,
get
look,
your arrangement eating the same day.
Right.
Give it a
yes,
day
Yeah.
you tried.
to heal.
It gotta
let
be
down.
it need to be fresh, okay? Like it need to be.
The next day is okay.
Nah.
But if you get it from the rooted to the tooted,
We need a fresh peach, apple, orange. It need to be fresh because after a couple of days, it done marinated, and sometimes that marination is not gonna be cute.
It's okay.
That juice is gonna be loose.
I am okay with my Gillette. Me and Gillette get along very well.
that's y'all.
True. But switching on to the topics, now that we done talked about everybody edible arrangements,
We didn't talk about Chris's edible arrangement.
we ain't gonna go there.
Yes.
No.
I keep it clean.
Okay.
Period.
We not gonna go there on Chris edible arrangement because he's already on a couple of episodes gave us the tea about it. So we gonna switch the topic. Miss Brandy.
Whips and chains, handcuffs, smack a little booty up with my belt.
Whips and chains, handcuffs. You have experienced that in the last couple of months, and we need to know what it is in the S&M sadism and masochism line.
Mr.
Do
Christian
you
Grey.
like?
Oh, okay.
You the black version of Christian Grey, so tell us your 50 shades of towel in the bed.
50 Shades of Black.
Well, let's just say that was actually my first experience
Okay.
with S&M, and it was a little scary at first.
Did you have a secret like word to stop?
Pineapples.
We had to create a code word, yes, because you're gonna listen to me, and that was kind of like the first time I felt the hand go up on my neck. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, wait a
I think
second.
that's hot though, but if you don't.
Well, a couple of us members already know they like the choke throw against the wall, but we're not gonna talk about Miss Go-Go Dancer herself.
Yeah, I had never experienced that. And then when I did, I was just like, oh, okay, this might can work. And then it kind of escalated to some straps on the bed. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know if I trust you that much, but that's what it really all boils down to is trust.
Right.
Um,
You gotta bring a knife in your pocket next time so you can cut those
No,
straps if you need to.
I made sure he knew that I don't have no problem fighting a dude. So like, let's get it right, and let's
Right.
not. I don't have time for no games. You know, this is
Sexual.
for me, I would never say that I've actually like really done S&M, but like I've been tied to a bed before. And I thought he was just playing. Like I legit thought he was just playing. He was like, if you keep it up, I'm gonna tie you to this bed. I was like, you ain't gonna tie me to this bed. And next thing I know,
Oh.
wait a minute.
But see,
And
you let him get both arms though.
we'll see.
What happened was.
You gotta understand the story behind Ginger and I we ain't got time to go into all that. But
Not today.
I think some people are shy to also bring their freaky side out with a lot of
he
people.
did that for me.
You know?
He did that for me.
Now I drew the line at whips and like beatings and
Nah,
stuff
I
like
don't-
that.
As long as it's
Wait.
gentle.
You can flog. That is the terminology.
Yes.
You can flog. You can have a whip or a chain,
Yes.
but it needs to be gentle, and then you need to have your code word.
What I said.
Unless you like it
I
rough.
said, I draw the line there.
Well, Miss B, I see you draw the line at the flogging, but
I don't like pain. Oh.
well, Some of y'all say
it's
y'all
flashbacks. It's
No
flashbacks. I
flashback.
got enough beats
No
as a child.
and that was S&M.
No, it wasn't. That was because my ass was bad and hard-headed.
You learned your do's and don'ts in S&M as an adolescent, because when your parent got that belt and flogged that ass, you knew, hey, this was not for
I
me.
had to call and be like, Ma, you used to flog me.
Yeah, she used to flag you hard, flog one time with that belt. So you learned your tolerance at a young age. And most of the time, people learn their tolerance at a young age. We've learned that in school. That's nature versus nurture. And in that nature versus nurture, you learned your tolerance of pain. You learned the things you do like and the things you don't like. And you learned what gives you a little bit of pleasure.
Yeah, that hasn't kicked
Now, when I
over
was
into
younger, though, I
arousal
never
for
thought
me.
I would get into that stuff, though.
Me either.
If you learned in psychology, some of us have an oral fixation.
I do.
And we're not going to mention who. On my oral fixation, I love the ass. I'm sorry. I can eat your edible arrangement all day, any day, whenever the time comes up. Like some people in our group say, you can sit on their chest. No, you can sit on my face and I'll be fine with it. So that's my oral fixation. What about you, Corey? Do you like the white dick, the black dick, the ass in your throat, down your throat? Do you gag? Do you swallow?
Yes,
What
no
is your
gag
fixation?
reflex.
This is Sex Sells 2. We are adults and we trying to get into it so we can let the public know that certain things you should not be scared about. If you are free, then you are a freak.
I'm gonna quote one of my good friends, and all I'm gonna say is, sucking dick is an art, and bitch, I am an artiste.
Hey, long as you don't spit on that canvas.
No, I swallow.
Swallow.
Hey, and Mr. Christopher, what is your oral fixation when it comes to black dick?
Well, I've done it all, but you know, it just depends who it is and where it's at, if I'm gonna take it. But I love giving head. I mean, it's fun, it's enjoyable.
You have a very small mouthpiece.
It opens up.
But I'm sure it opens. Because I've seen him cuss a lot of bitches out and it go from this to anaconda.
It's like a snake. My jaw detaches.
Hey! So he got the detachable jaw. This one said he got the skills to make all the boys come to the yard.
I might not have the lips like the black boys though.
No, I
that's
got
one thing
skills
that
to
gets
pay
me.
Oh, he got the skills to pay the bills, so that means the light bill, the water bill, and the cable. Whoop! All right, Miss B, since you puckering up here.
You can get a small mouth.
I said the DSLs.
Since when? You got the D on the bottom, but not the SL on the
Don't
top.
matter. Trust. The bottom is what just rides on the right side.
So you saying you
and
do
no
the velvet?
gag reflex.
So you saying you can do the velveteen rabbit
On
without
that one.
without the top rope
Yeah.
being
You
missing?
just gotta learn how to
That's
relax
right.
your throat and just slide it a certain way
Let it
all the
go.
way down. Because when you hit the bottom, you can feel them. They're like, oh,
Yes.
bitch, nobody's taking me that far.
Right. It's like an element of surprise. Like, oh,
Because you got feeling in the
I was gonna
base
do
too.
that,
That a lot of
right?
people don't realize. But that feeling is there.
Well, that's not my element of surprise. My element of surprise is your backdoor trap. If you want it eaten, I got you.
I like the
Yeah,
smash.
see, I'm not doing that.
But let's just go ahead and wrap this up.
Why? Because we having fun.
We having fun? Okay, I got one more. So since we having fun, I got one more.
Your eyes are so demonic right now.
He better go.
No.
He's like, let's wrap this up so I can go.
Tell me about your most memorable sex moment.
Oh, shit.
Having sex or just like oral?
I said sex. I didn't say nothing about oral. Oral don't
Okay,
count.
My most memorable?
He's the old okay.
Well,
I-
while this one over here contemplating, my best and most memorable was 4th of July with my ex at the mall in D.C. on the back of the truck. When the fireworks said bang bang, he bang banged. That's all I can say. My skills was on point for 4th of July, and then afterwards I made sure I ate.
What about you, Brandy?
I'm trying to think of which one to actually pull out my head. Yeah, it was with an ex. I will not say which one.
We ain't ask no names.
Good. Yeah, it was an outdoor moment. Matter of fact, it was a car scene. Backseat of the car.
Ooh, that's not enough space. But you
Oh,
is little.
oh,
So I know he flipped you two ways from
We
Sunday.
made it enough space. It was, yeah. Mm-hmm. I know the neighbors knew his name. In whatever neighborhood we was in. Yeah.
So, Mr. Christopher.
Well, I was on an all expenses paid vacation one time, and
Oh, so he was saying he was paying for his due.
I was on a all expenses paid vacation one time, and I had a very memorable time with this guy in a closet somewhere.
Closet.
Yes, it was like a cruise. We
He
were
was trapped in the closet. All right,
It
Arcade.
was pretty hot, and I'll probably remember that moment forever. But yeah, I'm not gonna give too many details of that.
And Miss Corey, I'm sure you got a lot, honey. Let's put it on deck.
Was that Cancun?
You know what? I will punch you in the throat. In the throat.
Cancun's so pretty.
That was.
That did not happen.
Shade.
Well, on that note,
No, Corey has to give it.
Corey,
He
let
has
him
to tell.
finish.
because we was finna go into a territory that's inappropriate.
Inappropriate. Do tell.
So I don't know if I should talk about the cruise ship or if I should talk about the time on the floor or
Cruising Cancun?
no.
Oh.
Punch you in the throat.
I'm just that
See?
I've been in a different episode.
Which one was
Before-
the best?
Before we get sloppy
It
on
was
that
it
one,
was the same person. It was with my ex.
Oh, okay.
So it was he took me on a cruise for my 19th birthday, and we had woke up the next morning after the first day going on the ship, and so we had the balcony. So we go open the balcony. Next thing I know, kiss all on my neck and behind me, and so you bend over, spread them legs, and
Yes, it's
And-
all outdoor sex.
dolphins just.
so he's saying he beat it.
Okay.
And then there was one time he had just got a new house, and we had moved in the house, and we was in the room, and then I was worried about his kids hearing us, and then his son had a friend staying over, and so we got off of the bed because the headboard kept knocking up against the wall, so we got on the floor, and then I had to stop and be like, wait a minute, did you put that condom on? And I looked down and she was still there. I'm telling you, them Trojan accuracies should have changed your life. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Well, we dove in a little bit more on this episode. Sex Sells 3, when it comes out, we'll let you know. But on that note, if it's no tea, then it's shade.
This week's hashtag of the day goes to the very own Mr. Christopher Dior.
Hey guys, and the hashtag of the day is Chow Boo. Hashtag Chow, and then you can add the boo as long as you want to do it. And that is a way of you can say, hey, I'm throwing this bitch shade, but I'm not going to be shady. So it's no tea, no shade, but it's shade. Chow Blue.
No tea or shade would like to go ahead and extend our condolences out to the families of Alexis Arquette and Lady Chablis. We just recently lost them, and we would like to go ahead and give a moment of silence.